that awesome chili verde that she used to make and all the rest of the yummy food she made, and I'm sorry that, it's a great turnout here. We appreciate it. It's just everybody, like Hackett said, people are dropping. So unfortunately, they're not the crowds we used to have. And unfortunately, we're all getting together for these reasons, it seems like, and it's kind of sad, but it's really nice to see all these beautiful faces. And thank you all for coming. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Love you, Chrissy. Love you, girl.
Hi everybody, y'all know me, I'm DP. Also, Chris Cox's godson. She was my godmother. I loved her just like a mom. We got many Tahoma moms and she was one of my favorites, other than my own mother. Which my mom wished she could have been here, but she wasn't able to make it. And she's really sad that she's not able to. But with that being said, I just want to say that I'm going to miss her very much, and I love you, Sammy. And God, the things that Chris taught me, working in the kitchen with her, between my mom and her, I learned how to cook. That's one thing that I can always remember, is that I never knew that you can make hash browns with tater tots until Chris taught me that. And I still cannot believe that she won the chili cook-off at Homewood with her chili verde. It's not even chili. Love you, everybody. We miss you, Chris.
Hello, hello, hello. Rick Arnold, if you don't know me. Chris and I were living together back 82, 83 in the big avalanche here of Alpine. And to continue Frosty's story, I was bartending back in those days and she had a charge account. So I assumed she was 21. So when he found out she wasn't, guess who got laid off? Only for a couple months. He hired me back again. Some crazy times. She worked top of quad when I was working the bottom at Homewood there, 80, 81, 82. Crazy times. We were living over in the old cabins. Those old cabins. Gotta figure out where I am. It's been a while since I lived up here. Jeff Davis and Barry Breen were running it back then. So she'd come home for a couple nights, and I threw all her shit out in the driveway.
Here comes the story. Here comes the story.
Jeff's standing out there with his gun going, "Oh, it's you," walks back in the house. So I woke up on the couch to her beat me on the head, and that's where we split up. And I want to say, God bless you, you hard-headed woman. I love the shit out of you. And if no one else wants to speak, thank you all for coming, especially for her. I know every damn one of you eating something she cooked. Between Lonza's, County Line, Homewood. All right, thank you. Anybody else?
All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I started out writing a speech, but it's football season at North Tahoe, so that is second to traveling all over the Nevada desert. I was in Yerington last night, so yay. I'm gonna wing it, because that's kind of how Chris was. You just wing it with recipes and life, and you make do, and you can do it yourself. And she did it better than most of the men that were in my life. And she taught me everything that I can attribute to being a burly mountain woman. Came from her. I caught my first fish with her, wheeling the Rubicon in the back of the Toyota, strapped down with a ratchet strap with Zach and Peter, maybe, blasting Pat Benatar or Steve Miller, Ludlow Hut and Crawdad catching and cooking. And my favorite story is one where she kind of saved me from a marshmallow at Ludlow. We were all around the fire cooking our marshmallows, and mine caught fire, and I wanted to put it out. So I start waving it, and the marshmallow flew onto my neck. And Chris, I don't know where she ran from, came and ripped it off with her bare hands and put some dirt on it and sent me on my way. And no scars, I don't think. We're good. She was my second mom, and I say that because I spent some weeks more time at her house than with my own mom. She was a badass, and I can't find any other term for it. She was tough as nails, took no bullshit, but I could sweet talk her. I could wash her dishes and do chores, and I'd win her over, and I could stay the night, and we'd watch South Park in her bed. And God, she loves South Park. And her horses. I'm thankful that I got Chris in my life, and that she taught me, without me realizing, to be as strong as I am. She loved her daughter more than I can express on the stage or write in a speech. I could see it every time that I saw her and she couldn't be with Sam and her grandkids. And no matter, not to take away from any love that she had for me, but Sam was her baby, her tiny little, 5-pound baby. And she loved her and had her whole heart. And she'll always be with you, Sam. No matter what, babe. And she'll be with all of you guys, because this was her hood, this was her crew. Riding her horse to Gold Spike. Like, okay. She was the best, and thank you all for being here to love and honor her. It warms my heart. So, yay.
Good job.
Hello. I don't like talking in front of people, but I'm doing this for Chris. Chris and I were besties all through high school, and I could tell many a crazy story, crazy times we lived through. But the one story I'm going to share is she lived up in Blackwood Canyon at the time, and I lived up on North Tahoe Boulevard, and we would meet up in Page Meadows. So she taught me how to whistle. It was like many, if anybody knows Chris and her whistle, I have the same one. Yeah. And so she taught me, and I walked around for weeks, trying to learn how to do it. But I had to learn so we could find each other up in Page Meadows. And we would go up and do what we did up there for hours and hours. And I moved away from Tahoe after high school, and I wish I would have kept in better touch with her. I was in touch with her the last few years of her life, and she's always been one of my best friends, and we always picked up right where we left off, and I miss her so much. And yeah, I love you, Chris. And I've had dreams with her. My sister passed in 2001, and I actually had a dream that with her and my sister both in it, and they were together. And I was like, oh boy, they're stirring up some trouble up there. Anyway, it's nice to be here. Thank you.
Hey, the second song we're gonna do later.
I'm grabbing the water up. Yeah, I got it right over there. I'm fine. I'm good.
Well, and first.
Ryan, invite people to say one more before it closes out.
All right, everyone. Well, we're going to play some music unless you guys got any more stories or want to share some more memories. All right, we got Jeff's coming back, round 2.
Oh, gosh. Here we go. Of course he is.
That's what I do.
It's true. It is what you do.
Combing the memory banks for something we can laugh at. We're up at Camp Richardson Lake one night and having a party there at the hut. We were all on mushrooms, everybody high as kites, having a blast. And so Mike Gillette got too drunk, so they had to put him in the back of a Jeep and they had to tie him into the Jeep. He was all tied up down there. Yeah. So they're coming down the hill, and somebody saw a Jeep come down the hill and this guy tied up in the back. So they called the sheriff and he said, there's a hostage situation. So we're all up there, it's in the middle of the night. And here comes all the helicopters from Auburn, right? And they got the spotlights beaming down, Normally when that happens, everybody runs. Not this time. Everybody was running towards the light, like, waving at the sheriff. So the cops, they finally get on the ground like, where's the hostage? Somebody around here has a gun or something. What's going on? Sheriff Dan already knew what happened. He's just like, cost like $20,000 just to fire that helicopter up, all for naught. But you guys, the funny part was like, the spotlight in the copter and everybody's running towards the light. That was one for the books. So, all right, I'm done.
Karen?
I want to keep it low, but I want feedback in this hands.
Check, check.
Okay.
Warmed by the rain, driven by the snow, drunk and dirty, don't you know, but I'm still willing. I've been out on the road, late at night, see my pretty Alice in every headlight. Alice, Alice, Alice. And I've been from Tucson to Tucumcari, pt2 apart, driven every kind of rig that's ever been made, driven the back road so couldn't get waited. And if you give me weed, white, sand, wine, and you show me a sign, I'll be willing to be moving. Kicked by the rude wind, robbed by the sleet, had my head stoved in, but I'm still on my feet and I'm still willing. I smuggle some smokes, some folks, Mexico, every time I go to Mexico, but I'm still